Hey everybody, I'm Mary, and this is my simple cottage life. She's fine. See where they shaved her little belly? Look at that, y'all. Isn't that funny? Look at the skin underneath, white as it can be. Anyway, she's fine. Today she's just remarkable. So here's what happened. I went to pick her up about 2:30. They were through with her earlier than what they thought, I guess. So I went to pick her up, and they gave me all her little papers and a little tag for a collar, but I'm going to put a collar on her, just not going to. I think she just discovered that something's different about her underside. Can't seem to, there we go. Anyway, she's fine. Anyway, so got her papers and her tag, went out and got in the car, drove along, and all of a sudden I'm like, I didn't get the cat. So I had to turn around, go back, go in and get the cat. Now, she was in that little carrier. I put her on the front seat, passenger seat, facing me so that she could see me through the cage door. And I put my finger in the cage, a hole in the cage, and she licked my finger. Bless her heart. She was crying. That's what I call it. Her little meow sounded like she was crying to me. And I kept talking to her all the way home. Bless her sweetheart. Now, what they told me to do was to separate her, put her all by herself. Y'all know this little cottage. They wanted her in a room, shut the door, and left alone by herself, and in the carrier if need be. No water, no food, no interaction with other cats. So the only room in my house that has a door is the bathroom. So I took her carrier with her in it, of course, put it in the bathtub. I pulled the shower curtain partially closed so there wouldn't be too much light from that window, because they said try to darken as much possible as well. And I came out and shut the door, and they said don't mess with her until the next morning at 8 o'clock when you can let her out and she can have food and water. She didn't cry at all night long. She did not cry. She was why do cats always get behind something when you want to film them? Anyway, she was a good girl all night long, and I'd check on her every so often to make sure she was okay. But she she doesn't want to be on film. So there's Ginger. Ginger doesn't care. Anyway, so this morning, around 8 o'clock, I took her outside and opened her cage out, and she came right out. It took her a while. She's sort of shy around me again, you know, kind of wary of me, staying away. I don't know whether she's mad at me or just doesn't remember what. I don't know. But anyway, she got in something. She got in something. I swear, I cannot win for Jeff for the life of me lately. Okay, so little Smokey started up under the house and went in a different direction than she normally goes up under the house, and I heard a noise. It was like, I don't know, a piece of tin moved or something, and suddenly she shot out from there and went over there to the shrubs, and I saw her, and her mouth was just dripping saliva, something. It was just running out her mouth. The first thing I thought of is, oh my God, she's been bit by a snake. It has to be. It had to be a snake. Well, I thought, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? She came running around and went under the house, and I can't get her under the house. And I thought, if she's been bit by a snake, hopefully it's non-poisonous and she'll recover. If it's a poison snake, I'm not going to be able to get her out from under that house. I cannot. Anyway, I've called her and looked for her and looked for her. Now suddenly she's come out. She sat over on the side a little bit with Ginger. She's not dripping anything from the mouth anymore. Let me kind of look and see where she went. Well, I don't know. I don't see her. She insists on going this way, and this is where she got into that, whatever she got into. I don't know what. I don't know, but here's the deal. Well, she might have gone through a different direction. So, anyway, I guess she hasn't been bit by a snake, because she certainly would not be out and running around right now, and she certainly was. So I'm gonna keep an eye on her. Gosh, y'all, I don't even know where I was in my story that I was telling you, and it doesn't even seem important anymore. Let me tell you this story, because this made me think about it. Y'all know when I first got these kitties, when they first appeared here, it was December the 2nd when I first saw Mama and 3 little babies. And we all named them. Y'all help me name them. Smokey, the gray and white one, female. Ginger, big old feisty boy cat. And little Tux, and Tux had black and white coat, looked like he was wearing little tux. And you know that couple of months later, Tux and all of them ran off. They had some kind of commotion happen, probably a raccoon or possum or something. They all ran off. They didn't come back the next day, but they did the next day. The only thing is Tux didn't come back with them, and he has not returned. So he's not going to. And I prefer to think that he found a great home and they took him in and he's doing well. And that's what I'm going to think. Okay, so I had made a video about them, several videos about them, and I had a comment that said, you think you're doing something good by feeding those feral cats, but you're not helping them at all. And that bothered me, and it bothered me for a long time that someone would even dare to say something that horrible to me when I was doing the best I could to take care of them, and my plan was to get them to the vet and have them spayed or neutered, and y'all know that was my plan. That has been all this time. And I don't know why anybody would say something that hateful to somebody who's doing the best they can. I don't understand. I don't understand how that person's mind works. But all I could answer her was, well, one day I noticed Mama coming out of the field carrying something in her mouth. And all the kitties, all 3 kitties, ran out, and they were little bitty at the time. They all ran out to greet her. And she laid before them a cricket. No, a grasshopper. She put a grasshopper down in front of them, and they eagerly devoured it. Now, you see something like that, how can you not get a bowl of cat food and feed them? How can you allow those babies to eat grasshoppers and crickets and not help? And so that lady thought I wasn't helping them, but I was. I was taking care of God's creatures, because that's what we're supposed to do as human beings, help one another, and that includes the animals. And I feel sorry for her, because she must have a very miserable, unhappy life. Wherever you are, lady, I truly wish you well. I do, and I hope that something comes along in your life that's not too traumatic on you, but it will help you to maybe not be so hard on other people when they're trying to do their best and you're doing nothing. So I don't know. I can't remember the story I was going to tell you the day. It was bringing the cat home and putting her in the bathroom. I did all that, and I guess that's the story. And then I got all upset over the fact that I fear little Smokey was bit by a snake. But I did see her a while ago. She looked fine. She was something definitely bit her. Now, it could have been a scorpion. Of course, they're deadly. They're poisonous as they can be, especially a little cat like that. So I'll let y'all know. I'll keep you informed on what's going on with her. Little Ginger's curled up under the hedge over there in a little ball, sleeping along, not a care in the world. I'll watch out for little Smokey and let y'all know how she's doing. I hope she's doing okay. So, see y'all soon. Bye-bye. Thank you so much, dear Lord Jesus. She's going to be okay. Something bitter, for sure. But there she is, drinking water, doing exactly what she's been doing since she got here. Just exploring the place and doing well. Oh, I can't even tell y'all what a relief. I had gone inside and just sat down in my chair. I didn't cry, but I was close. Because I really thought a snake had bit her and she had gone up under the house to die. And I just don't know how could stand the thought. Look at that dude over there. Nothing bothering him. Little Smokey, I love you. I truly do.